Eyal. I am a musician. I live in Beitar, near Jerusalem, Israel. And our small chat, number 9, will deal with the phenomenon of inner and outer in music and in any aspect in life. We got to determine what is outer and inner. For instance, in music, outer will be determined as the notes, the sounds, the melodies, the rhythms, whatever we can hear, enjoy, and perceive. The inner aspect we cannot determine, because once we determine it, it becomes outer. So let's say the inner outer is something like the inspiration, the mood that is on the air when you hear a tune like this Jewish tune. And so persons should seek to access to the inner world of himself, because another determination of inner outer, that outer phenomenon is limited. It is consists from many details. It can be very wide, but yet it's limited. The inner is unlimited. It's endless. For instance, there's a phenomenon of the right side and the left side of the brain. So the scientists found out that the left side of the brain is in charge of all the ratios and perceiving and determining things. The right side of the brain is the intuition, is the genius of the personality. But then, so all of us are genius actually, but there's only one tiny problem, that the left side of the brain around the age of 5 takes over and blocks the right side of the brain. So, but I want to address you to, there are plenty of videos in YouTube that about the drawing with the right side of the brain. They found out technique. I studied them myself at the time, that how to draw, to paint, and avoiding the left side of the brain and get access to the right side of the brain. So it's very interesting. For instance, you draw a person or something, you draw something and you don't look at the paper. You just look and move your pencil very, very slowly as you watch the contours of the person or whatever you're drawing. That's one technique. Another technique is not to draw the person itself, the face of the person itself, but draw the negative, they call it the negative shapes. For instance, if the contour of the face goes like this, so you don't draw the face, you draw the negative, the outer contours and shapes, and then comes out the face. Check it out. So we see inner and outer also in animals. For instance, a bird that is building its nest lets you build a nest. You cannot do it. The bird do it easily. You take some grass and build it up. So the inner aspect of the animals is the intuitive. It's their intuition. They do it instantly. They don't think about it. So we may say, in that sense, that the animals are living their life mostly in their inner part. But so every bird is genius to build such a nest, but then it has a small mind, a small brain, so the genius is but very small. But human has big brain, but it's blocked by the left side. Okay, so in many cultures and religions, we find the seek to the inner. You check out the meditators. They do meditation. They sit like this for hours, seeking for what? In all the techniques, there are plenty of techniques of meditation, and it varies from one another, but everyone is looking for the same thing, to get in touch with the inner. In meditation, they say the inner is nothingness. When you reach this, you are in nothingness. In Judaism, we call it you come in touch with your higher self, and of course with God. When you pray, when you study the Bible, you're doing inner things. Of course, in the world there is good and bad, so we have to seek for inner, but for good inner phenomenon, and not for bad. Like, for instance, there are whatsoever murderer, they also have inner world, and in their inner perspective is to kill people, like October 7th. I'm not getting into it, but you know what I mean. So one other aspect is when a person is in touch most of his life with his outer aspect, he has those noise, and he feels bad and irritated and sad and negative, because he can never fulfill it. It's too many details. But when you are in touch with your inner world, with your inner self, I'm not suggesting now technique how to do it, but in one of the chats I spoke about observation of the breathing, and then you are in touch with, you are getting more and more in touch with your inner aspect of life, and just to be observed that the air is inhaling and exhaling. You inhale and exhale. That's the observation of breathing, which most meditations technique are doing this. Okay, so let me play for you some more banjo, trying to do it inner playing. All the best. See you in the next chat. Bye-bye now. Take care.